Hi guys, it's Katia here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're gonna be doing a growth update video. So basically I will be showing you everything that has grown in this time that I've taken like a little break from YouTube because I got a lot of new amazing leaves and there are a lot of still on the way. These plants are gonna go in no particular order, just sit back and enjoy. So we're gonna be starting off with one of my proudest achievements, I believe. So when I show you what it is, you'll know what I mean. So we're gonna be starting off with Anthurium waraquiano. So this is my girl. She grew this beautiful leaf. It is 40 centimeters long. You can see kind of the head test, I guess. And I am very proud because I didn't expect such a big difference in terms of leaf size because the previous one wasn't really that big. So she has grown this leaf and is currently already working on a new one slowly. I did kind of repot her, so she did take her time to grow any roots, but can we just appreciate this gorgeous queen? She is super velvety. She does have some water stains. Yes, I have to clean her, but she is perfect the way she is. So I'm gonna put her on a pedestal here just because the leaf is so long. So we have one queen and then we have another queen. If you don't know, I have two queens. This was my rescue project. This is my queenie and I love her to bits. She brought it back. Check out my first video. This is how I got her and I was left with this first leaf that came out. This is the second one. She just pushed out a new leaf and it's still very small and it's still hardening, but the new petiole is looking kind of thick, which is a good indicator in terms of leaf size. Hopefully she's gonna grow big. She has been pushing out some nice roots, so she really is happy. So there are my queens, and to go together with a queen, we need a king. So next on is Anthurium vegii. This is my big boy as well. So this is the first leaf that it grew in my care back in the summer, back in the summer, yeah. And it has some yellowing, so it's probably gonna go. Another leaf here, it's very beautiful and it has just pushed out a new leaf, which it's still hardening off, as you can see. It still has a beautiful bronze color and brownish, and it's kind of fading to green slowly. I found that the new vegii leaves are very shiny and they are beautiful to photograph, especially if you have like full sun blasting in them. Good stuff. In need of repot. The potting mix isn't too good, but I've been waiting for this leaf to kind of harden off just before I repot it because you don't want to stress out your vegii. So this is Philodendron gloriosum. You've seen this one in my how to rehab import video. It got it with this leaf and it has grown too since then. So we have this one and it has just pushed out this beautiful leaf, and I'm not sure if the camera is gonna pick it up, but it has very bright pinkish veins. Hopefully it should be more prominent on the adaxials, but it really only comes up in the right light or even now, but it's so hard to pick it up on the camera. So I will be cutting this guy very soon. This leaf has kind of hardened off, so it's good to cut it. I've been a bit lazy and I've left it in sphagnum moss. Not the smartest idea, don't be like me. Basically it has a full pot of roots, which is gonna be a pain to separate. It's gonna be such a pain. It's a pain to separate gloriosum roots when they're in soil. Sphagnum is even worse, so wish me luck. Next one, another Anthurium. As we can see, there is a theme. So I bought this guy as Magnificum hybrid. It had two more leaves, but I've cut them off. This is the first leaf that it has grown in my care. It's a little damaged here, but that's okay. It does have two ridges on the petiole, which does indicate that it has Magnificum somewhere down the lineage. Probably, this is most likely Magnificum grows with crystallinum because the veins are just very sparkly, and it also has a pinkish leaf margin, which is a crystallinum feature, so most likely the hybrid of those two. I'm not sure in which order. This is the new leaf. This plant is kind of special because it pushes out the most amazing pink leaves. Like, this has already faded, but they are so pink. This particular plant takes a long time to fade from this to green to even darker green. This leaf is a bit bleached, but we don't talk about that. So you're kind of left with a beautiful pinkish color for a lot of time. So you get to appreciate it, because with a lot of Anthuriums it does fade relatively fast. So the next one is my Anthurium Maharani. You've seen this one in my Let's Choose a Pond video. I am planning to do an update on that, don't you worry. So she's been kinda going crazy. It does feel like if she's on steroids. She is just pushing out leaf after leaf, and there are a dozen of bulbs here. This is the biggest leaf that she has grown. It's in the size of my palm. She has just pushed out another leaf, which is this guy. It is still small, it's gonna grow, but I'm not sure it's gonna get to this size. And as I mentioned, she's been going crazy, and she has been using a lot of nutrients, and the Choose a Pond just doesn't release enough, like the slow release just doesn't do it. Some of the older leaves have been getting yellowing edges. As I mentioned, the stunted growth is a sign of nutrient deficiency, so I have watered her with synthetic. Hopefully she's gonna bounce back, but she's a hungry mama. She has 8 babies to feed, so she does need a lot. So next one is also a philodendron. You've seen this one, I've unboxed it. This is a philodendron soderoi, a real one, not soderoi type or FF affinity. Those are not true soderois. It means that in majority of the cases it has some resemblance to the soderoi, but it's not necessarily a pure one. This is a pure guy, so be on the lookout if you are buying a soderoi. So this was a top cutting that I got. This was the first leaf. The one leaf that it had in the caterpillar kinda rotted, and since then it has pushed out 2 small leaves. They are a bit on the yellowish side. I think it blasted the light too much, and it is working on a new leaf. Can you see? So he's happy. Hopefully it will start pushing out some bigger size leaves soon. That would be very nice. Last but not least, you bet I saved the best for the last. Are we ready? The last guy is my Anthurium Regal. This is just beautiful. Just such a good leaf. Anyways, it had one more leaf, but I've cut it off when this one was starting to unfurl, just because I suspected it had fungus. And I didn't thought it would grow this big, because the previous leaf was kind of small compared to this, and it's perfect. It's beautiful. I particularly love the ears on this one because it has very prominent posterior lobes, and it's also quite narrow in shape, which you don't see a lot with regals. They are either like very wide and they have very wide sinus. But of course there are a lot of varieties of regals. They're really one of the species that's really diverse, and they're so fun to grow. I have 2, and the other one's kind of it's smaller than this guy, but nonetheless still pretty. And I gotta say, this is one of the darkest Anthuriums I own. Surprisingly, I was blasting it with light and it loved it. It's so dark, so I don't know, apparently regals do like when you blast them with light. I don't know, try it out and let me know. I've just repotted it. As you can see, it has been growing some new roots. And this is a new caterpillar right here. It has kind of been getting thicker, so hopefully we'll get a new leaf soon. I'm not sure if it was short. It was like... it was 8 plants, but these guys have brought me so much joy, and I thought I'd share because why not? So this was it for this video. If you enjoyed, please give it a like and subscribe if you're not already. And I guess I will see you next time. Bye!